Thanks everyone again. Thank you again to everybody for coming and joining us tonight. And if you are watching the replay on this, feel free to reach out with any questions if you're not in here while it's live. My name is Tracy. I am the school choice coordinator here at On Track. I work with all of the scholarship families and try and help everyone work things out with their states, get you all information as far as deadlines, requirements, and problem solving. I do have a lot of help with that at On Track. You'll see Miss Teresa Ferry is in here and she handles, I don't know what the official title is because I feel like she does a whole lot, but she handles all finance for On Track. She will help with tuition, scholarship, money questions you may have. She's very well versed in this now. And that is who you would reach out to for that. We also have Zoe in here who is helping present this meeting, and we are so thankful for that. So thank you, Zoe. And welcome, everyone. So, a little bit about our school. Can you change this a bit? Okay. This is giving a little bit of information about the school. The school has been around for over 20 years, I believe. This is our director and founder, Miss Andrea Lieb. She started the school because their son Michael was chasing his dream of racing motocross and possibly supercross also. Traditional school was not an option, which I'm guessing is the case for many of you in here tonight, whether it be motocross or something else. They needed a solution to get him a good education, and that is what sparked On Track School, which is now just growing every year, leaps and bounds, and we are thrilled to see it. So she has created an amazing platform for all of our children and families. Okay, this is just a little background on the school. If you are not in the school already, then this is a great way for you to learn a little bit about us. If your children are in the school, then we hope that you experience this every day with your children. At On Track, we believe in pursuing an education as possible while chasing your dreams. That is probably our biggest goal here, to make everything doable so you and your children can continue chasing dreams while kids get a great education. Um, they make that achievable for every student by working individually with them and with their schedules. Our core values have been identified: five core values: family, passion, respect, integrity, and fun. Our beliefs at On Track are that we believe in God, the Pledge of Allegiance, and school choice. Every family should have the right to choose what's best for them and how their child learns best. We believe that students need to own their education, and we believe that we are a community and together we can move mountains. Okay. We offer several different, let's see what screen we're going to be on. Hold on. We're having a few little computer issues tonight, but we're getting there. Okay. Um, We offer several different ways for students and families to connect. One of the ways we connect is through our events. We offer a homecoming in Alachua, Florida at the Minios event, which is a motocross supercross event. And while that is hosted at a motocross supercross event, we encourage all families to join us. We love meeting all students and families from all over the place. This year at homecoming, we had families come and bring their children who had never even heard of motocross or supercross before. We also offer a prom at Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. That is hosted last week, July, first week in August, at the Amateur Motocross National in Hurricane Mills. Everyone is welcome to come to that. It is not limited to just motocross athletes. We have children fly in from all over the place to enjoy this event. At that same event, they also host a graduation ceremony at the outdoor, I would assume it's called an amphitheater. The graduation ceremony is my favorite. I've had two kids myself graduate through On Track. It's very personal, and it's really special for the kids and the families. Several other events that take place are virtual field trips and meetups, all sorts of things they do with the kids to keep them engaged and keep them interacting with not only with their classmates and friends, but also with their learning coaches. It's a great way for us to get to meet the families a little bit and make that connection. Okay. And I think, here we go. Okay, at On Track, we offer there's several opportunities for scholarship. The main one is obviously school choice, which is what we're here for right now. That is our biggest offering of scholarships in these states. We are partnered with 8 different states, or 7 and soon to be 8, and those scholarships are second to none. We also offer other opportunities, though. There's a scholarship race that we can get you more information on. On Track offers an apprenticeship program, which is incredible. We've had so many students take advantage of that, and an ambassador program. So these are all great things for you to look into, and we'd be happy to share more information on if you'd like that. Right? Let's see. Okay, as I said before, we are partnered with 7 states, soon to be 8 states once Texas hops on board, and Utah is one of them, and that is what you're here for tonight. So, oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to get started with talking about Utah because I know that's why y'all are here. Um, now, just wondering, how many in here tonight already have Utah scholarship? Is there? I think I see one, but I could be wrong. Okay, well, if you already have the scholarship, you may be a bit familiar with it and how it works. And if you don't have it, then you're in the right place. So the scholarship enrollment window opens March 1st. That is for renewal families. So if you have had scholarship in this past year, then that is going to be the date, March 1st, that you can reapply to get it for next year. For new families that have not been on the Utah scholarship, then you can enroll as of April 1st. That is the window that is open for you to start putting in those applications and hopefully get approved pretty quickly. And on May 1st, the portal closes. So you do have a healthy window there. Obviously, renewal families have from March 1st until May 1st, and new families will have April 1st to May 1st. So you do have a whole month. Obviously, to be prepared ahead of time is going to be the most helpful. You don't want to waste any time when these open. There's parents who have alarm clocks set and they are ready to go. They want to make sure they get their paperwork in nice and early to get a decision as soon as possible. All right, let me see. Can we scroll up a bit here? Okay. Okay, so Utah calls their scholarship the ESA program, and you'll hear it referred to that often. It is the Educational Savings Account. It was established in January 2023. They provide tax-free state scholarship funds for approved expenses, and you will find a list of those approved expenses on their website or specifically in their handbook. This scholarship in general was designed to help parents have the freedom to pick their children's education and what works best for them and their families. The funds for this will flow directly through a digital wallet. And let me see. Okay, and it says it's administered by ACE Scholarship, which I believe that has recently changed. I don't know if they're under ACE anymore, but I can confirm that. Okay, from the time you apply your award decisions, you should be hearing back on whether or not you were approved within 30 days. But after you create that online portal and enroll for these scholarships, you're going to want to keep an eye on that online portal. If you fill out your application and they say, this picture is too blurry, we need something more clear, or we need an additional document, something of that nature, they're going to communicate with you through that portal and most likely through email as well, but emails are known to get lost in the sauce with spam folders. So keep an eye on that portal regularly. Make sure there's no notes. They're not asking for anything else. That is also where you will find your approval or denial of scholarship. The award amounts are approximately somewhere between $4,000 to $8,000, and that depends on a number of things. I believe it depends on grade level and several other things. You can find all of this out on their website, the specifics of it and what you're looking to get. Keep in mind that these numbers may change a bit because this is a lot of information is based on last year and subject to change until that scholarship opens. This scholarship is not income based, so you don't have to be low income to be able to receive it. However, they do have what they call priority. So everyone in the state who is a resident is you're able to apply for this, and they will from there go down a prioritization process. So probably number one will be renewal students. They will have first tier at getting on this scholarship. And then as you go down it, it does go to income based as far as where you fall on the priority list. So within this category, you're second on the list. This category, third on the list. And it'll go through it until they go through all these applications and approve everybody. So just because it's asking for financial information, just because they are ahead of you on the priority list, that does not mean that you will not get a scholarship. It's just how they rule out order of importance for who is going to be receiving this. I do not believe they capped out last year. So I don't expect them to cap out this year. They had scholarship spots open from what I have read and heard. It is, and to answer, I just saw the question pop up. To answer that, the scholarship is per student. It is not per family. Uh, okay. Funds will cover tuition. So obviously curriculum is number one on the importance list of what these funds will cover. However, they do cover other things as well. It cannot, I believe that there is a certain percentage you are allowed to spend on additional items beyond curriculum. You will find that information in the handbook as well. But after you pay for your curriculum, you will also have access to their online marketplace, which is essentially similar to Amazon. You'll be able to go in and see all these things listed in there that you are able to purchase and spend your funds on. And those are approved expenses. So you can order things right off marketplace, no money out of pocket. Same with On Track School. When your tuition is due, you will be able to go into your portal and you will be able to send your payment over so you're not having to lay the money out, which is extremely helpful. Okay, approved use of funds that just the basic ones that are for sure are tuitions and fees for schools and whatnot, curriculum and textbooks, tutoring, after school programming, but you will have to look at which ones are approved. Educational software, testing fees, some transportation. Again, there are specifics on that, so you'll check in the handbook. Extracurricular activities. And yes, as I said before, it is limited to no more than 20% of the total scholarship funding. So you'll take your total amount of funding and no more than 20% can be used on anything outside of curriculum expenses, which is still a pretty healthy amount on these scholarship numbers. And again, you can confirm everything in the handbook. And actually, I've done so many states, I'm losing my mind, but here is the priority order. So first priority will go to, as I said, renewal families. Then from there on, you'll see 2, 3, and 4 are all the priority steps. Actually, really only 3 steps before the general public. So step 4 is remaining, or priority 4 is remaining scholarships awarded to after priority groups are met. So after they've put all the renewal kids back into the program and renewed their scholarship, and after they have gone through 2 tiers of income-based students, then it will be open to everybody else. And the way we say it, it makes it sound like it's going to be difficult to get one of those spots, but there are many, many, many scholarships that they offer in the state of Utah. So fill out those applications for sure. On Track is approved as a private school through Utah, so you will find us in the direct pay marketplace. And as I mentioned before, no money out of pocket. Okay, and this is what we talked about earlier. It said that their platform they use is ACE, but they use Class Wallet, which is a extremely well-known platform. Many states are using them. Class Wallet is the company that you will reach out to if you have any questions. They manage the entire program and they control all the flow through money. They control decision making on providers, everything else. So get familiar with Class Wallet. They are truly one of the best companies to work with as far as the on-track team is concerned. They're just excellent to work with. They're very helpful and they're very knowledgeable when you call. Families can use their textiles. Yes, we know that. Okay, after approval. Okay, so you're going to fill out these applications. You're going to wait for approval or any notes that have been put into your portal. After that, you will begin seeing this money put into your account. After that money is put in your account, everything is active and you are ready to go. So you can use that time frame to reach out to OnTrack. You can get your child registered and all set up. Miss Teresa is the person that you are going to be talking to at that point in time. If you have any questions or if you, OnTrack offers certain discounts that are really helpful. Sibling discounts if you have more than one child in OnTrack school. We offer a very generous military discount if either of the child's parents are in the military with proof of that. So you will be speaking with her if that is the case. And okay, and you will at that point in time be able to go into your portal and make a payment towards tuition or otherwise aside from OnTrack. Okay, yes, things to remember here. Enrollment windows are different for renewal versus new families. So keep in mind, March 1st is only open enrollment for new family, for returning families, where April 1st is enrollment window for new families. But regardless, it closes May 1st for everyone. So May 1st is the deadline. Get in those applications before then and look through the handbook for what paperwork and you may need to do this. Okay. Yes, only approved expenses may be purchased. So if you purchase something, assuming, oh, I think this should be covered, we definitely urge you to confirm that before making a purchase because you don't want to be stuck with something that you expected to have covered that won't be. Okay. And I think ultimately that is pretty much all of it. Let's see. I think we have. Okay. Um, do we have any questions? I will tell you, Utah scholarship is very black and white. They are a great state to work with. The answers are right out there on their website. Their handbook is easy to read. Everything is easy to navigate in the state of Utah. We have not had really any issues, and we do have several students in Utah. It was one of the states that really grew the most attention throughout the year. We've had several families reach out with information from Utah, asking for information from Utah. So we do expect to see quite an uptick in our Utah families. This is my personal information. That is my work number. You can call or text it. My phone is on almost all the time. Excuse me. We're dealing with allergies here in Florida, believe it or not. Feel free to reach out any questions or if anything has been unclear in tonight's webinar, especially if you're watching it after the fact. This is my email. You can email me, and if I do not have the answer to whatever you're asking, I will get it to the right person at OnTrack. And this is our general school website. Feel free to go on there, browse, look around. And again, if you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. We
And
also, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Christine, I just was going to offer that I've been through it last year, and I think that they've done a lot better job getting everything arranged for this year. But if the on-track team has any questions that are from parents, you're welcome to reach out to me, and I can help best as possible too. I feel like a lawyer on it now almost.
We really appreciate that because honestly, the best information we get is from parents that are on it. So I put four kids through on track and three of them have gone through Florida scholarships. I know Florida scholarships are like my Bible. I know it inside and out. I don't even need notes for a meeting. It's unbelievable. And I'm sure you feel the same way because when it's your child and you're going through it and you're learning your way through it, you just acquire so much information. It's unbelievable. So We
Yeah.
do appreciate that. And I believe they switched from ACE platform to Class Wallet. Is that correct?
So it's Odyssey that it's through now. So it's a
Odyssey.
Utah fits all application and it goes
Okay.
through application called Odyssey.
Oh, okay. I thought they went from I thought they switched over to Class Wallet, but Odyssey, okay, another very popular platform.
So
So
the class
um,
wallet may be where it pays from.
it may be.
So it's yeah, it's almost just like the Google curriculum. It goes through many applications. So
Yes, many, 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 many channels. But well,
yeah.
thank you for that. And I'm actually probably going to reach out to you at some point because we can only see what the states tell us,
Yep.
parents' feedback, and things of that nature, but we can't see the back end in other states that the parents can see, which there's a lot on that inside that we learn from our families. Which also brings us to this next slide here. We have created a school choice Facebook group. Parents have found this very, very helpful. We actually had it attached to our other On Track Families page, and they closed down their chats or groups or whatever they did. So this Facebook page is solely dedicated to school choice in partnership with On Track. So I would encourage any families who do have questions, go on there also if it's something that you can't seem to figure out, because I can almost guarantee you that someone from your state on the same scholarship either has the same question, has had the same question, or has an answer to your question. So that is going to be a great resource for all of our families across the country to be able to help each other out. It's also where we will post important updates and deadlines and changes, things that we see.
Tracy, are you going to push the deck that you were using out for us to reference?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Are you going to push your deck out to us to reference? I've got notes, but I need I need to go back and look at exactly where to apply and everything.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. So these videos will all be posted on that Facebook page. They will also
Okay.
all be posted on our YouTube channel for On Track School. And just to help everyone out, there's really nothing hidden on these websites, especially for the school choice. Usually when you go onto the website, it'll say enroll here, big letters. While enrollment is not open for this yet, it will say, even when you go onto the Utah scholarship web page, it will say, when enrollment is opening. Almost all of our information that we've even shared in this webinar comes right off of their website. We just try and consolidate it, and also from contacting the state directly. So,
Okay.
but yes, we will make sure that it is linked on the Facebook page as well.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So I know you guys are going to have a little more time than some of the other states. We have some states open now and some opening very, very soon. So Utah is one of the latest states to open enrollment, with it being in March. But that gives you a little more time to prepare and, again, get comfortable with that website and get comfortable with the handbook, because it will tell you what you are going to need paperwork wise, what documents you'll need to upload. So this way you can have them ready and prepared and get those applications in quickly. I, I hate to say be the first one in there, be at the front of the line, but it really is helpful, because the sooner you're in there, the sooner your decision is made, and we have found that to be an advantage for many families. Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay. Well, if there's no other questions, we do hope that this has helped in some small way to give you an idea of what's coming up and what to look forward to. And we are also available to help support you in this enrollment process as these applications come out. If you do have a question, feel free to reach out. We will do our best to try and get you an answer or guide you in the right direction with it, or what you should be putting on these applications if you're unsure. As mentioned before, it is pretty cut and dry. And I do think that the process for all of these states gets better and more organized as time goes on. The first year is just, for all of them, can be very confusing. They're getting their feet wet, and so are the parents. Where we find that as these schools get into year 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, we're going to see it better and better every year. They work out kinks and figure things out along the way, just like the rest of us. So, with that being said, since there are no other questions, we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight or for watching the replay on this. And again, reach out anytime. This is all of our information. This is our general school information. You can also take a screenshot of this. This is the school's number, main email to reach out with questions, and of course their website. And we showed mine earlier. So you should have several avenues to get help from us. Reach out in any which way. We'll point you in the right direction. But thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And we look forward to continuing our relationship with you going into the 26-27 school year.